You're not too sensitive. You're just finally waking up to all the feelings that are there. I remember years ago I used to complain that I was like too sensitive in my diet. I would eat something and it wouldn't agree with me and I'd be annoyed about that. When in actual fact my body was saying, hey Jamie, this isn't food. This is trash. This is toxic. But for some reason at that time I couldn't put those two together. And this showed up in so many other circumstances too. Socially, there were people that I just didn't like being around. And I thought there was something wrong with me. When in actual fact, as time went on, that instinctual feeling that I had revealed itself in the more physical world, and I saw that person to be toxic in my life. But I thought there was something wrong with me. And this is the case for so many of us. We think there's something wrong with our sensitivities, our feelings, our instincts, when in actual fact they're there to teach us, they're there to lead us. And if we could only get in line with them and start taking the wisdom from that and applying it to our lives sooner, we might be where it is that we want to be. You see, our gut instinct, our feelings, our beliefs, our sensitivities are there for us, not against us. But societally, we're not taught that. Conventionally, it's not the done thing. We think there's something wrong with our sensitivities. And so we're distracted from them. If you have a food intolerance, you're given some pill to tolerate food that really you shouldn't be eating anyway. Or socially, perhaps you're in the wrong circles and it's depressing you and you give an antidepressants as a result. When in actual fact, if you just socialized with people that were better for you, more right for you, you wouldn't have those same feelings. And those feelings that you get beforehand are the prompt or the push to a more appropriate place for you. We are all uniquely different beings. Yet for some reason, society is trying to normalize us all and have us all be the same. Same standards, same ideas, same social conditions, same foods, and all of that. And that's wrong. We're different beings with different talents that need to be fueled differently, either energetically by socially or environmentally. You know, some people thrive in cities. Other people just cannot be in the middle of them. They need to be out in nature, and that's fine. Two different types of people. But society kind of looks upon everybody the same in that regard. Or in foods. Some foods work for some people, other foods don't work for others. But again, societally, we're kind of told that, oh, no, foods work universally. They don't. We're individual. And the sooner we recognize that, the sooner we can kind of recognize that our sensitivities aren't there to burden us, but are actually there to complement us and to teach us. And the more we can listen to them, and the more we can get our lives in line with those feelings and live more true to how it is that our internal system is calling for, well, ultimately in that space, when you're not fighting with your sensitivities, but actually you're learning from them and using them to complement you, and you're living life more true to yourself, that's when you get to realize your full total potential. And that's when life gets really exciting. That's when things really start to move and you start to really see who you actually are. And I wish that for you. This is a hell of a journey, by the way, and I'm quite aware that I've kind of sped through what we could talk so much about. We could talk so much about how challenging it is when you don't feel like you fit in your social environment, or your living environment, or dealing with foods that they're so delicious, but they don't work for you. These are big subjects, but they don't need to be big. They can be made simple. We get to choose how easy all of this is or how complicated it is. And when we fight it, it gets more and more complicated. But when we just accept it, it all gets easier. And that's what this whole process is about. Good coaching, it's about making life easier. And that's what I wish for you. I wish that life gets easier for you. Life gets in flow. And you start enjoying the ease that is there for you. And you start realizing your potential that you know is there too. So enjoy. I welcome all your feedback on this. Don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be. Enjoy the ease that's there for you and enjoy what is there for you, full stop.